Hi, my name is Corby, and I am a mom for Finnegan, who is 9, Caleb, who is 6.5, and Rua, who is 15, almost 16 months old. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Pennsylvania, and I'm also a nationally certified counselor. I work full-time for an educational agency that supports children who have special education needs, specifically mental illnesses and autistic spectrum disorders. So my job is to provide therapy and also to help them succeed in a public school environment. I also work part-time as an instructor at Waynesburg University. I teach various psych and social courses. So I teach 2 nights a week on top of my full-time job. I've worked both of my jobs for about 9 years since I had my first son. He was about 2 months old when I started both of my jobs. When I began my full-time job with the agency that I work with, I was told immediately that I am not allowed to use any sick time for my children or for my family's needs. Most of the schools in this area, that's the policy. You are not allowed to use sick time at all for your family members or for your children. And if you take that time and they find out that you took that time off for your children, you get disciplined. You get called down to the central office. You get disciplined, and you have to give that day back essentially, and you lose a day. So you basically have to you take a day without pay. And I've had a few friends, I've seen that happen to them, and it's humiliating. They get treated like they're, like they're doing some kind of criminal activity. They get called down to the office, central office, and they get slapped on the hands, and they get kind of disciplined. And I think a note goes in their file. So it's very embarrassing, and everybody has to kind of walk on their tiptoes. So I'm pretty much, kind of holding my breath always praying that my children don't get sick, and God forbid get very sick before, so that I don't have to use any sick time off for my children. The other issue that we see a lot of is the children that we work with. Again, I work with children in the ages of from kindergarten up until seniors of high school, so I work with the whole age spectrum, and the kids come to school sick. Their parents have to send them to school sick because they can't take time off for them either. So it's, germs are all over the place. Kids are always sick. They're always wiping their nose and getting it on us. And, we try to practice good hygiene as much as possible, but it's, you always are kind of holding your breath, especially from October to like February, because that tends to be when it's the worst. It's kind of an endless cycle. It's very frustrating. It's very dehumanizing, the way we are treated by our employers, and as well as our government. Our government is not making this so that we can take time off for our kids. It's, in my opinion, our government's job to help us do our job. My number one job is to be a mom, and the government's job is to make sure that they support me to do this and to put policies into place that will take care of us. And I think that paid sick leave for taking care of your children and your family is a really good way to start. Thanks.